Hey, Natsu here. Today I'm going to do part 2 of what if Deku was a Kryptonian. It took me, yesterday, almost 5 hours just to be able to finally record one video, because I tried to do this one many times. So, I'm doing it today. Hope since this new recorder actually works. And so, in my last part of this, I ended it with Bakugo telling All Might, that I ended it with saying that Bakugo told All Might about Deku, after All Might asked him if he knows anyone who is actually extremely strong and would actually be a good user if something were to happen to him. And Bakugo explained about Deku, saying that he is actually the strongest guy he knows, if he doesn't count All Might, and that for now he has then explained his powers and where he knows him from, so All Might knows that he's a good person, since if Bakugo says it, that means he should trust him. So now we go to the entrance exam. So, for Deku, it was pretty easy to do the written part, because he has a lot of intelligence. Superman in particular had an extremely good intelligence, mostly memory and stuff like that, and can learn pretty fast. So I would say that Deku would have the same thing. So basically for him it was extremely easy, and basically the most he got 100% on the test, thanks to all of that intelligence. And then we go to the assembly. Since Deku doesn't mumble and is just listening, there's the zero pointer that Ida does talk about. So Ida basically talks about the zero pointer, and before President Mai goes to say something else, Ida then looks at Deku and says, also, this one was using his quirk in the middle of the school. Won't you punish him for that? He was going extremely fast to get here. Which, yes, is basically annoying Deku a bit, because I was just running. I wasn't even using my speed. So basically he said it outright, which Ida basically didn't believe. But with super strength you have a super speed automatically for most heroes, simply because, if your muscle are extremely developed, your legs muscle are too, allowing you to run very fast. So, President Mike looked at Deku's papers and asked if Deku was actually, at what speed Deku seems to be going, because, he can run physically without using his powers almost as fast as, almost as fast as Ida, practically, or so. Basically, he doesn't say that way, but basically he says the speed that Ida goes when he uses his I just have rotors in my head, but no, his engines. He basically is able to go almost at that speed, naturally, practically, thanks to his physical augmentation without using super speed. So for the kid, it's basically just running, which basically he didn't explain it like that. But Deku, after basically Ida talked, Deku basically just said, "I was just running. I wasn't even using my quirk," which annoyed which annoyed Ida, simply because normally he's right for about everything, and he doesn't like being wrong, or he doesn't like other people basically telling him that he shouldn't put his nose in what doesn't concern him, even though he tells people not to do that, but he does it himself. So basically just being annoying just to be annoying. So basically that makes Ida angry a bit. Then President Mike finished by saying that yes, also the robot is actually a zero pointer, and that with every robot there is point normally, but this one is more like an obstacle that you should try and get away from. So if you see him, to just move out of the way. So Ida just finished by saying thank you and kind of just got down on the ground, got back down on his chair, just waiting for it to be over. With then, President Mike finishing everything, telling them to go to their cities, and basically it ended there for a while. So now we go to the actual robot test. While waiting, Izuku was hearing Ochako's heartbeat because she was extremely stressed, and with his hearing, it was basically easy to hear. He wanted to go there to tell her that everything is going to be fine. It's not going to be that difficult, and that if she is in any trouble, she just needs to call for help. He's going to come. Basically, he used his super speed to go around her and tell that. Ida saw him and came to stop him. Deku just said, so yeah, if you need any help, just call for it. I'll come. Which does make Ochako think be a bit calmer, but also think of this guy as cute. Because, he basically told her that if she was in any danger, he would come to help her. No, I'm not setting this up for Ochako and Deku to be together. Actually, it's going to be someone else totally. Um, so, yeah. Um, After basically that happening, Deku just kind of looked at everyone. Well, basically heard Ida coming, to be more exact, and basically just told her, I have to go. This guy's annoying, and basically just left. Which did made Ochaku laugh a bit, because, yeah, it's true that he basically just started screaming in the middle of the assembly. So he goes back, and Ida's basically just annoyed and tries to get to Deku, not getting close enough because of his speed. Basically, Deku just moving around Ida. So after a while, President Mike starts counting, and everyone starts to get ready. Ochako is a bit less nervous than in the anime because, well, Deku was able to calm her down a bit. So, when President Mike says go, Ida starts running first, and basically he was closer to the door, past the door, and suddenly he just felt a good push of wind next to him, and just saw Deku in front of him. He got mad because that was just proving that he wasn't even using his quirk inside of the school. He was just running to try and get there, without problem. Which annoyed Ida just because he wasn't right. So, yeah. But then the second Deku was about 20 meters in front of Ida, he just unleashed the pain on those robots. And by unleash the pain, I truly mean unleash it. He used his laser vision to basically melt through every robot that was just in front of the gates, racking up almost 100 points in just seconds. There was even more than that, so he basically got almost 200 points just from destroying every robot in front. Then we go and see just Deku kind of not doing anything for a while and just looking around. So multiple times robot basically came to attack him, well, after more robots came, and basically he was or moving out of the way or taking the hits. And literally he wasn't really moving that much from those hits. It did hurt a bit, since his invulnerability is not as strong as that of Superman right now. Like, it's only a 15-year-old Deku. He is stronger than what Superman would have been at that age, as well as he will get powers faster, thanks to the sun suit. That's basically how I'm going to call it. And basically, that means that he does get more powerful faster, but mostly what happens is that he is going to be more powerful, but also he's going to get sorry about that. He's going to get the core powers a lot faster. So flight, he will get it soon, compared to Superman, who had to wait a good amount of time. I don't remember how old he was when he finally was able to use it. But yeah, Deku's going to get it faster than that. So, after basically just seeing the kid just kind of taking the hit of a robot, he just thought, what the hell happened to him? Like, he didn't get why he didn't move. Like, the best thing would have been to move out of the way to not get hit. And he knows Deku can do it, because he literally saw him do it multiple times. So, they basically continued going. Every time someone was about to get hurt, Deku was basically coming in the way and helping, which Ochako basically saw multiple times, people about to get hurt and him just moving in the way and or blocking or breaking the robot directly, or taking the person out of the way of the robot and saving them. Which, from that, she was more confident that, yeah, if something happens to her, he's going to come. And just from his speed, she knows he can come fast. So, Deku basically just racks up points like that, like a huge amount of them. Thanks to that, basically he got almost 400 and something amount of points thanks to all of that. So, up to now, basically, the heroes were just looking at him and thinking that if he continues like that, he's going to beat the record. Until he beat All Might's record, and they basically were all just thinking that this kid is great. He can save people and help them with whatever they have right now. He doesn't take points from others, if we don't count the first thing that happened. But if he didn't know that points could be gotten by just helping people, it's true that what he did was the best choice. Since, you know, he still needs points. So, all of them basically gave him a lot of points for helping. Then for everything else in the way of all the robots' points, he got a lot. And then Nezu was ready to unleash the 0 pointers. When he unleashed it, yeah, Ochako was stuck on the rubble, just like in the original, and she called for help. Deku didn't just come running. He was his speed basically made it look as if he was already by her side. By the time she finished saying, I have to pause for a second, be right back. Sorry about that. It's been like 10 minutes, sorry. Now, I am... Where the hell am I in the story? Oh yeah. Ochako called for help, then Deku basically almost just appeared next to her. Well, for what she saw. And basically just came to help her, and she wasn't ready for that speed. He basically took the rubble off of her. She said she was hurt. He checked if it was broken with his X-ray vision. It was okay. So she was just hurt. He basically grabbed her and brought her to, closer to the others basically said keep her safe, and basically went back to the robot. What he decided to do was basically just burn it, well, laser it to death, and used his laser vision basically to an extreme, and completely destroyed the robot with it. Basically started with a head, and boosted his laser vision at the highest that he was able to do, and basically just shot at it until it basically was completely gone. Which everyone was really impressed by that, because they knew he had laser vision from what they saw, but at that amount? Oh god. So, deku basically, after breaking the robot, basically went back to Ochako and she basically just said that his quirk was amazing. Which he said, yeah, but right now it's more about you. Are you okay? Which she basically said that it would be, at least she hopes, before school starts. Then it ended, and Recovery Girl started coming to heal the people that were hurt. And she basically said that for the first time it's the only time that happened before was when All Might came, but that it's the first time since then that there was only one really bad injury. Then, as Deku, if he needed healing, because she saw him get beating from some of the robots, basically when he was just taking the hits. And he said no, it was fine. Which she said, I'm still going to give it to you. It's better than nothing. So she tried to give it, but remember, Deku has a resistance to quirk that directly affect his body and not. Be right back. Okay, guys, so damn it, I died. Yeah, so Deku basically so yeah, Deku basically in the end just made sure that she was okay. He got healed, but it didn't do anything because of his resistance. After that, there is the okay, after that, basically Ochako just asked his name. She said Izuku Midoriya. Oh yeah, also Bakugan gave him a nickname, Superboy, simply because, well, everything he does, thanks to his quirk, is extremely more, is an extreme increase when it comes to strength and speed. But after that you have his laser eyes and everything else like that. So, after all that, Deku basically goes back home, and to be honest, he's basically not worried at all, for two reasons. First reason is, he got massive amount of points, and second reason is, when Recovery Girl told him that the last time only an extremely low amount of people like this were hurt was when All Might was there. And All Might would normally help anyone, so he thought that was basically a hint saying that you're doing great. So he basically took it as, yeah, you're going to enter. So basically when he got his letter and that it's literally told him, yeah, you got the highest score ever, even All Might's score was lower, it basically made him extremely happy because, well, for sure he's entered. Then I'm going to end it here actually. Hope you liked it. Leave a like if you did. If you have any questions, ask me in the comment section. I'm going to answer all of them. I'm going to leave a link to my Discord in the description. Come and join us. There's actually a lot you can do there. You can talk with a lot of people. Most of the time, at least one person is on. And if you talk, basically someone will come in. So yeah, Natsu, out.